We're going to do one of our normal phonics sessions today. Last week we were focusing on the long I sound. Today we're going to be focusing on the long A sound. Okay, so we're going to go through in our normal order. So what do we start with our phonics sessions? Sound chart, and then we do some listening. And then we're going to add some sound patterns.
Because dyslexic pupils can be reticent learners, the principle of outlining each lesson at its start helps to remove uncertainty about the session ahead and allows learners to monitor and mark the different stages of a lesson.
Then we're going to play bingo! We do a full phonics lesson once a week, and then it gets followed up throughout the week during part and parcel of our teaching. And so the phonics lesson follows the same structure each week, so pupils are very familiar with what to expect. Obviously the sound changes and the word changes and the game changes, but the actual structure is the same, and so we have a kind of standardised structure that we just have displayed for them, using pictures as well, and so it means that they come in, see the phonics is stuck up, and they know what's coming next. For ours, there are a few of them who really don't like changes of routine, so all our timetables are picture timetables, for example, and then the phonics structure for the lesson means that they can concentrate on accessing the actual learning in the lesson rather than thinking or worrying about what might be about to come next.
This afternoon, we are going to be thinking about improving our source skills in history.
Dyslexic learners can also struggle with the measurement of the passage of time. Having clear stages set out lets them know how far they are into a lesson and helps them to define their own progress through a topic. It can help teachers plan a lesson too.
It's really important that the students know what they're going to be learning in the lesson. I think for a number of our students here, that's even more important. They like to know where that lesson is going to be heading and the kind of things they're going to be asked to do in that lesson. It sort of gives them a sense of taking some of the ownership of their own learning, really.
Okay, Woody, so we have the timetable here.
The process of outlining the lesson need not be a written list. A jigsaw or tableau offers a multi-sensory approach and brings additional movement to a session.
I use the visual timetable. I find it helps pupils to keep track of what they've done and where they're going to next. It encourages discussion about the different sections of the lesson, so it helps them to understand the purpose of each section. And by ticking it off, they know what they've done so far and where they're going to next. I find it helps them to be independent and develops their confidence in that sense. So whereby they may have been used to having adult support or the support of their peers, using a visual timetable empowers them, if you like, and they're able to track everything themselves and do so independently.
Sentence reading.
So to recap the principles of outlining the lesson at the start. Break the lesson into stages and go through the list with the learners. Leave it in place for the duration of the session. If you allocate times to each stage, stick to them as closely as possible. Create pictorial or jigsaw timetables to add movement to a lesson. Retain the same structure to establish a routine.